Hello everyone, welcome back in mathematics class by Pupinder Singh. I hope all of you have understood the topics covered in previous video lecture. So let us proceed further. Today we are going to understand our next topic, Cartesian system. We already studied about the number line in our previous classes and in chapter number system. On the number line, from a fixed point, like a fixed point is origin, distance are marked in equal units. Positive on the one direction, like positive numbers are marked on the right side, and negative in the other direction. Negative are marked on the left side. The point from which the distance are marked, that the fixed point, that is called the region. So from the region, right side of the region, the numbers are the positive, and the left side of the region, the numbers are the negative, and the distance between the numbers is fixed. The distance between 1, 2 and 4, 5, minus 3 and minus 4 is same, and it is fixed. And this distance is known as the 1 unit distance. The distance between two fixed point on a number line is known as the 1 unit distance. They're given if 1 unit distance represent 1, then 3 unit distance represent by 3. Like if you have to find the distance between 1 and 4, how many units are there? 1, 2, 3. So it is represent by 3. And the distance on the right side is denoted by r, and the distance on the left side is represented by minus r. For the Cartesian system, Descartes take two number lines. Take two number line, one is calling x dash and another is y dash. The number line x dash is the horizontal number line, and the number line y dash is the vertical number line. So he has taken one horizontal number line and one vertical number line. He combined these two lines in such a way that these two lines cross each other at their regions. So this is how he combined these two number lines. This is the x dash and this is the y dash. Both the lines cross each other on the point O. This is the point O, that is the region of both the lines. This is the region of this Cartesian system, and the line name is x dash is known as the x axis, and the line y dash is known as the y axis. So the line x dash is the x axis and the line y dash is the y axis. On the right side of the region, here is a region. On the right side of the region, here is the x positive value, and on the left side of the region, here is the x negative values. Same for the y-axis. On the top of the region, here is a y positive value, and downside here is a y negative values. So the right side positive x-axis, left side negative x-axis, upper side positive y-axis, and downside negative y-axis. You can also write the name of these axes. The name of this axis is, it starts from O, and this side x, its name is OX. Here is a O and x dash, so its name is OX dash. Upper side is the OY and downside is the OY dash. O axis is the positive, OX dash is the negative axis, OY is the positive y-axis, OY dash is the negative y-axis. So when two number lines x, x dash and y, y dash cross each other on their regions O, then it is divided into four parts. Number 1, number 2, 3 and 4. These four parts are known as the quadrant. It is a quadrant 1, it is a quadrant 2, quadrant 3 and quadrant 4. So it is divided into four quadrants. Why it is called a quadrant? Because meaning of the quadrant, it is a 1/4 part of the total. And the naming of these quadrants is anti-clockwise. It is a 1, 2, 3, 4. So the plane which consists axis and these quadrants is known as the Cartesian plane. Now we will discuss how to find the distance on the Cartesian system. For this we will take one Cartesian plane. This horizontal line is the x dash and vertical line is the y dash. And the point where these two lines intersect, that is known as the region O. On the right side of the region, the value of x is positive. So here is a 1, 2, 3, 4. And on the left side of the O, value of x is negative. So minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. On the upper side of the O, the value of y is positive. So here is a 1, 2, 3, 4. And the downside of the O, the value of y is negative. So there is a minus 1, minus 2, minus 3 and minus 4. Now we have to find the position of one point lying in these four quadrants. Take any point in any quadrant whose position you want to find. Like I'm taking point in the first quadrant. Here is a point whose position we have to find. So we have to find the position of this point in this Cartesian plane. To find the position of any point that is either in a first quadrant, second, third or a fourth quadrant, anywhere it is lying, you have to just draw the perpendicular lines from that point to the near axis. Like from this point, draw a perpendicular line on the x-axis. From a same point, draw the perpendicular line on the y-axis. Where these perpendicular touch the x-axis, that is its value of x. Where this perpendicular line touch the y-axis, that its value of y. So the position of this point is 4, 3. Now one question is raised, can we write it as a 3, 4? No, it is wrong. When we have to write the position of the coordinates, we always write first position of the x coordinate and the second position of a y coordinate. So first we have to write the value of a x coordinate, then we will write the value of a y coordinate. Here x coordinate is the 4, so first we write 4, then put comma, and y coordinate is 3, then write 3. And we always write the coordinates in a round bracket. So this is the position of this point in this Cartesian plane. Now take one more point in other quadrant whose position you want to find. Take here. Now we have to find the position of this point. Same process we have to follow. Draw the perpendicular lines near the axis. So draw a perpendicular line on the y-axis and draw the perpendicular line on the x-axis. Now where this perpendicular line cut the x-axis, it intersect on the -2, so value of x coordinate is -2. And where this perpendicular line intersect the y-axis on 3, then the value of y coordinate is 3, and we will write -2 comma 3 because first we write the value of x, then we write the value of y. Now we will discuss the value of x coordinate of this point is a perpendicular distance from the y axis. This is the point. From a y axis take a perpendicular distance. That is the perpendicular distance, that is the y. So value of x coordinate is the perpendicular distance from the y, and the value of a y coordinate is the perpendicular distance from the x. Take one point. The value of x coordinate of this point is 3, and the value of y coordinate of this point is 2. Now the value of x coordinate is known as the abscissa, and the value of a y coordinate is known as the ordinate. The x coordinates are the perpendicular distance from the y-axis, and the value of x coordinate is known as the abscissa, and the y coordinate is the perpendicular distance from the x-axis, and it is known as the ordinate. So if 5,4 is given, 5 is the value of x and 4 is the value of y. This x is known as the abscissa and y value is known as the ordinate. And while stating the coordinates of a plane in coordinate plane, the x-axis comes first. First we write the x-axis and then we write the y-axis. So we always write in the form of x comma y, and both are written in the bracket. And in the plane the coordinates are unequally, so 3,4 is not equals to 4,3 because here the value of x is 3 and here the value of x is 4, that both are not equal. So in plane the values of coordinates are unequal. Now we will discuss first example. In figure 3.11, one figure is given on the next page. This figure is given. Observe this figure and give the answers of these 4 parts. First part is the abscissa and ordinate of the point B. So we have to find the value of x coordinate and the y coordinate of point B and write its coordinates. Now come on the diagram. Where is the point B? It is lying in the first quadrant. Now find the value of x coordinate and the y coordinate of the B. Perpendicular lines are already drawn. This perpendicular line cut the x-axis on the 4, so its abscissa value is 4. This perpendicular line cut the y-axis on 3, then its ordinate value is 3. So its abscissa value is 4 and ordinate value is 3. Hence write the coordinates of P. So its coordinates are 4, 3. That is the answer. Similarly, 4 parts are given. We will discuss one more part. We will discuss fourth part. The x coordinate and y coordinate of the point S. Now see, where is the point S? Point S is lying in the fourth quadrant. Perpendicular lines are already drawn. This perpendicular line cut the x-axis on 3, so its x coordinate is 3, and it cut y-axis on the -4, so its y coordinate is minus 4. So the value of x coordinate is 3 and the value of y coordinate is minus 4, and it is written 3 comma minus 4. This is how to find the value of the coordinates in the Cartesian plane. When you solve the example number 1, you observe that the points which are lying in the first quadrant, the values of their coordinate is always positive. The values of both x and y coordinates are positive. But when it is lying in the second quadrant, its x coordinate is negative and y coordinate is positive. In third quadrant, the values of both x and y coordinate is negative, and in fourth quadrant the value of x coordinate is positive and the value of y coordinate is negative. Now we will discuss example number 2. In this example, we will discuss the points which are lying on the x-axis and y-axis. Earlier we have seen the points lying between the x-axis and y-axis. Now in this example, we will find the position of the points which are lying on the x-axis and the y-axis. Question is, write the coordinates of the point marked on the x. Before starting this example, I want to tell you one thing. The points lying on the x axis are always having y value is equals to 0. Similarly, the points lying on the y axis having their x value is equals to 0. Question is, find the coordinates of the point. First point, take a. This is the A. A point is lying on the x-axis, so its y value is equals to 0. Any point on the x-axis, its y value is 0. Any point on the y-axis, its x value is 0. Because now y on the x-axis, y value is equals to 0. You can see on the x-axis it covered only distance on the right side. It not covered the distance on the upper side or the lower side. It is only moving in one direction, that is in x direction. So it is not moving in the y-axis or a negative y-axis. So its y value is 0. Point is A. A point is on x-axis, so y is equals to 0 and its value on the x-axis is 4. So how we write the coordinate? First we write the value of x coordinate, then we write the value of y coordinate. So its value is 4 comma 0. Second point is the point B. This point is lying on the y-axis, so its x value is 0. Its x value is 0. Now on the y-axis it is lying on the point 3, so its y value is 3. So point is 0, 3. Similarly, C, it is lying on the x-axis, so y is equals to 0 and the value of x is minus 5. Similarly, we can find the value of D on y-axis, so x value is 0 and y value is minus 4. So D coordinate is 0 minus 4. Now come on the point E. E point is lying on the x-axis, so its y value is 0 and the value of E is 2.3, so its coordinate are 2.3 comma 0. One more point is given, that is O. Reason is given. Reason value is always 0, 0 because it covered 0 distance from the x-axis and from the y-axis, so its value is always 0. Here it is given what are the coordinates of the region O. it has zero distance from both the abscissa and the ordinate from the both x-axis and y-axis. It has a distance of 0, so its coordinates are 0 comma 0. Some students may be confused in this. Like in first exercise we discussed, we can write the position of the lamp 5 comma 3 or 3 comma 5, both are correct. Then why in the plane we have to write the value of x-axis first and the value of y-axis second? Why we can't write the value of y-axis first and the value of x-axis second? We can write it, but the confusion is written on your book in the remarks. The system we have discussed above, point in a plane is convection, which is accepted all over the world. All over the world we are following the same pattern. We are taking x value first, then we are taking value of y. We can also write the value of y first and the value of x second, but to avoid any kind of the confusion we follow the same pattern. We follow the pattern, the value of x coordinate first and the value of y coordinate second. Now we will discuss our second exercise 3.2. First question is, write the answer of each of the following question. First part, what is the name of the horizontal line? What is the name of the horizontal line and the vertical line? Horizontal line is known as the x-axis and the vertical line is known as the y-axis. So this is the answer of first part. Second part, what is the name of each part of the plane formed by these two lines? What is the name of each part? There are the four part, 1, 2, 3, 4. Name of first part is quadrant 1. Here both the values are positive. Second part is the quadrant 2, whose x is minus and the y is positive. Similarly, it is a third quadrant. Here both the values are negative. It is a fourth quadrant. Here x is positive and y is negative. So write your answer: quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3 and quadrant 4. Third part is, write the name of the point where these two lines intersect. This is the point where these two lines intersect. Name of this point is the region O. Second question is, see the figure 3.4 and write the following. One figure is given on the next page and you have to find its coordinates values. Solve this question by on. Now our second exercise is also completed. If you face any problem while solving the questions, you can share your queries in the comment section below. Thank you. Have a nice day.